to get tonight's show underway, we'll actually have a word to a few of the competitors out here at the Classic Rally. Okay, we've got one half of the Dodgy brothers here that's been out for the Classic Rally. Alistair Campbell, you've had a good time today, or this weekend?
Yeah, I've had a very, very good time. It was Carl's idea, my co-driver, whose idea it was to go in the rally, and the big attraction was, of course, the discount on the older cars, 40% discount. Of course, being a cheapskate like I am, I was definitely interested in that. But we've had a very good weekend, and we've actually done what a lot of drivers and co-drivers or co-navigators haven't done, and we've actually swapped through the events and swapped driving and swapped navigating. As much as I didn't enjoy the navigator, but we swapped over, so we both sort of got a turn to drive the car, and I had to sort of, you know, and Carl at least got a chance to sort of drive a car with cross-ply tyres, so he could see the definite advantages of the radial tyres.
Yeah, it would have been fun in itself. But the vehicle itself, that's all original. It says as you bought it back from America.
Yes, all original, completely unrestored. I think I bought it in. Towards the end of '98, and it arrived, February, March of 99. I think '98 is when I purchased it anyway, so I'm not sure but I've had it for a little bit over 2 years, and I've been driving it all the time, and it has had very little work done on it. Basically, just perishables like brake cups and lines and hoses and fan belts and hoses. Other than that, Murray, it's all as original, and I think a lot of people have been surprised that how original it is, and we're out there sort of rubbing fenders with the Ferraris and Diablos.
Yeah. Well, maybe not quite at the same sort of speed, but even your times you've been doing, even with these autocanas we've had in the car parks and so forth, your times haven't been. You're nowhere near the bottom, put it that way.
Yeah, we're quite. I think the trick is just to be consistent, and with the faster cars, there's always the option. There's fines and there's penalties for speeding. So with that against some of the other cars, we've ended up, yes, definitely not on the bottom, and we also get, I think, the handicap points we pick up. So be interested to know how we go. But yeah, definitely on some of these runs, we're getting similar speeds as some of the other cars without the big horsepower.
Well, I know we've had some open sprint theres where you're allowed to go as fast as you consider safe to do so in closed roads and so forth. What sort of speed did we get the Dodge up to through those?
Carl was driving then, and he got it up to about 75 miles an hour in top gear, and he was a little bit late changing into top gear, and we ended up doing 50 miles an hour in second gear, which I was sort of like, let's go.
He could do that. It wasn't his car.
Yeah, it was changing. Everything was rattling. No, it wasn't too bad, but we got up to a top speed of about 75 miles an hour. And the brakes, I've got hydraulic brakes on this, which some of the Fords and that didn't have hydraulic brakes. They had mechanical brakes, and of course the brakes are very good on it. And I've taken a couple of quick right-handers where we almost fist the street, but just turn the steering wheel, hit the brakes, and around we sort of go. It's almost like a complete right-hand turn. So.
And I noticed a bit of shrubbery hanging off the left-hand side there. We went a bit astray at some stage.
Yeah, well, on some of the roads are quite narrow through to Collie and through to Pinjarra, and we did the sort of neighbourly thing where you sort of pull over onto the left, and of course we pulled over a little bit too far, and I got sort of stuck in some greater wheel wells or some just on the side of the road in the water. And yeah, we picked up a bit of shrubbery and a bit of mud, and we had to sort of take that off. Everyone else was worried about fires, but we weren't worried. But I thought it just added to the character, and we haven't washed the other side. And I don't know if you've got some footage of that, but it was fun. But I tried to turn out of it, but there's no way those cross pliers are going to bite in or go anywhere. So I just had to ride it out until I could actually get out of the swamp.
Yeah, but nonetheless, as you say, exhausting, but a good time.
Exhausting, very stressful. Just exhausting on you physically, but yeah, great fun, and I certainly recommend it. And I think Paul is keen to get the older cars in this event, and that's why they've got the big discount. So hopefully next year they maybe can get some more vintage cars. I think it'd be good to see along. And as we were talking earlier about the extra points you get, handicap points you get, you're certainly in the race, even though you're in an older vehicle.
Okay, I'm talking to Paul Blank now. You're actually the director of the event here, Paul.
That's right, yes. This is the 9th year we've run the event, and I'm glad to say this year's going fairly smoothly overall.
I know the weather with the skies and that's a lot of clouds hanging around. It's looked a bit daunting, but it's turned out for the better.
Well, it has turned out very well. We've had 3 weeks of rain prior to the rally, and it worries a lot of the competitors, particularly in the open cars. And on stages like the Ravenswood drags, it's obviously not good to have that in the wet. but it's worked out very well. We've had dry weather the whole time so far.
Okay, we're now at the final day of the event itself. Have we had many dropped out along the way?
Interestingly, we've had several cars break down, but they've all got going again. Even a car that had its wheel fall off on the night navigation stage. He was running again first thing the next morning, so this is the first year, in fact, we've had no cars drop out.
Now, as far as the event goes, Paul, you cater for a fairly wide range of vehicles. I know we've got the Diablos down here, which seem to sort of sparkle everybody's eye, but we go right back down to, I think, a Lancer 1600 and a couple of mini minors out there as well. Yeah,
we aim to get as good a variety of cars as we possibly can, and luckily we achieve it every year. The oldest car this year is 1927 Bentley, right through to brand new cars. The rule of thumb is the newer a car is, the more interesting it has to be, but we get a great variety of cars.
And I noticed with being in there filming and getting up quite close to a lot of the competitors there that the spirit of things, everybody's there really to have a good time. I noticed some of them miss various things and they don't seem too upset about it, they smile on the face.
Yeah, there's always a few people playing for sheep stations, but generally everybody's having a good time, enjoying the chance to go out and have a blast with their car. And it's a good crowd of people and they're very friendly to each other, even though they might come from very different walks of life.
And it is one of the biggest events of its kind held in Australia?
It is. The Grand Prix Rally, which is held in the Eastern States, is the biggest of this kind of touring road event, and this one held in WA is the second biggest in the country.
And how many entrants have we actually got in this weekend's event?
We've got 88 starters this year, and as I said before, I'm glad to see they're all still running.
Yeah, I know the GT40, I think he bowed out a bit earlier, but other than that...
Yeah, well, just before the event, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for your time, Paul. Enjoy the rest of the event itself. We'll still get down to Northbridge tonight for the final event there, and we'll check the winners tomorrow night.
Very good. Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Okay, got Chris and Susie here at the moment. Now, notice a few times there, Chris, you're getting a bit sideways. Was that a driver error or was that a navigator problem?
Yeah, well, actually, Paul, for some unknown reason, seems to put witches' hats with legs out on the track when I go out, and they seem to move around a fair bit. So when you just sort of think you're in the right passage, they shift on you. So, yeah, he's a bit sneaky that way. Yeah.
I actually thought it was the navigator error there because I could see her hands going in both directions, so I thought she was giving you wrong instructions there.
Actually, I blamed Sue the first time, but after the claw marks, I thought I'd better come up with another excuse.
And the claw marks were from Sue, not the impressive Jaguar on the side of the vehicle?
They sure were.
Yeah. And how many times have you actually been in the rally?
Well, this is our second classic rally, so, you know, we're relatively newcomers. We've done 2 classic challenges, which is a sort of a minor version of the classic rally. And, yeah, we're just going to have a bit of fun. I mean, you know, we're not really competitive as such, but we're not really in it to win, just to get out and have a bit of fun.
Yeah. And with husband and wife team there, co-driver and or navigator and driver, does that strain the relationship at any stage during the event?
Well, we've actually been divorced 3 times already, but we always seem to make up the following week. So yeah, it can be a little bit that way, but after a while you sort of get used to each other. Yeah.
But the spirit of everything out here is to get out here, have a good weekend, have fun, and like you say, you don't have to have the fastest car to go out there and have the most fun.
No, you don't.
No, that's true. Yeah, it's all about people getting out and about to have common interests. I mean, obviously the variety of cars that you see, there's obviously some very serious and fast cars, but that's not really what the event's about. It's just people with common interests, and it's sort of a legal and controlled way of people having a go. And you know, you've got cars, you park them in the shed, you take them out on the road, but you really get a chance to express yourself in this environment.
So the way you express yourself, you're a very frustrated, angry type person, eh?
Well, it's one of those things that yeah, it sort of builds up on you, doesn't it? You know? I don't know what censorship we have on Channel 31, but I can liken it to sort of, you know, being away from the missus for a month or 2, and then when you get back into town, you need to have an outlet, you know. So that's what the classic rally is a bit that way, yeah.
So you're like me and enjoy a cup of tea when you get home from a holiday.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, thanks for taking.
Cup of tea.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time to talk to us, and thanks for inviting us along to view the event as well. And we'll look forward to when the video comes out, seeing quite a bit of your car for Everyone likes to see Jaguars going sideways and round in circles and so forth. And I didn't realise the Jag had so much grunt at the rear wheels that can't have the original Jag motor.
Well, we've decided to stick with the cat theme, and we put a lion under the bonnet, which in layman's terms is the famous Aussie Bent 8.
Yeah.
So sort of Jaguar with a lion's heart, you might say. Yeah. So yeah, gets it going. Yeah.
Automotive Events Management once again staged the 9th Classic Rally. The Classic Rally attracts many local and interstate competitors for a fun weekend of motoring, comprising of 20 events over 3 days. These events span from Rockingham to Mandurah and Collie, north to Two Rocks and out to Chittering, and back to Perth, and almost everywhere in between. The various stages include navigational, hill climbs, sprints, autocarners and a go-woe to ensure all entrants are catered for. Vehicles range from a 1927 Bentley and a 38 Dodge, through various Australian, British, Japanese and European vehicles. These vehicles range from a 1.3 litre Morris Mini to 5.7 litre Commodore, Corvette and 2 Lamborghini Diablo VTs. We'll look at some of the action and talk to some of the entrants. This is only a sampling of the action, which we'll have available on video soon through ourselves at Cruisin and Pit Stop Books. Okay, it's not the first rally for you, Keith, but it is for you, Tony. How are you finding it?
Oh, it's very exciting. Just really have a lot of fun.
Just saw you bouncing on a ball a minute ago. Is that part of the act, is it?
It is part of the act, mate. As long as you're not bouncing on the wrong ball, it's all right.
All right, we'll catch up with you down at Northbridge.
Terrific. See you guys.
See you later. Bye. Okay, Gary, you're out here in the Classic Rally. You been in it before?
Yeah, mate, this is the 5th time, I think. 4th or 5th time, yeah.
Flying the flag for Ford there?
Flying the flag this year, yeah, mate.
Yeah.
And thoroughly enjoying it too. You sort of, you know you're not really up there with the front runners because it's such a big car, but it's a lot of fun, I tell you.
Well, John Goss was up there with the front runners around Bathurst, what, around 72, something like that?
Yeah,
74?
yeah, it was all happening then, but unfortunately it's not like that now when you drive one of these cars now. But
yeah. And they tell me this is not your car, that's why you're beating up on it so hard.
Yeah, it's not my car, it belongs to Anthony behind me. It's out of one of his collection, and yeah, I'm giving it a fair bit of hammer.
And what's the favourite, the speed events, the motorcarners?
Probably Freo, the autocarner down there. We just had that straight flat-out run up there. I mean, we got up to about 180 in this, and she starts floating a bit. But really, when you, I mean, I drive little BMs myself, but this handle's pretty good, really, for its size, you know, and it sits quite well on the road.
Yeah, there's a few more Falcons out here than there is, or sort of Tiranas and Commodores and so forth. I know there's a few Commodores running there.
Where are they? What's wrong with them?
They're still coming, mate.
Oh, you'll upset the crew, won't you?
No, actually, I tell you what, I haven't seen a Valiant though.
No, you're right there. No, there's never usually any balance at all.
Okay, have a good time. We'll catch up with you
Thanks
at
a lot,
Northbridge.
mate.
See how we
Yeah,
go in that
all right,
autocanna.
mate.
Thank
Okay.
you.
5.7 litre V8. Australian Group N Rally Championship on the gravel and was recently fourth outright.
Okay, Anthony, you own a couple of these Fords here, and you can only drive one at a time. There's another rally next year, they tell me, and I haven't got a car to bring out. What's the chances?
Two chances, none, and we can't mention on TV because you'll have to fight Gary up there in the old Gossy, Murray, to get a berth in that one. I think he's got his backside firmly entrenched in the front driver's seat of that one, so sorry about that, mate. But I'll give you a call, eh?
Well, you've got a bit of a collection of Fords there, haven't you?
Absolutely. The Aussie bangers here, the coupes, the things, and I've come out of my shell. I've mainly got Pommy Fords and Sierras and twin cam Escorts and Mexicos and Cortina Mark 1s and Lotuses and stuff. And Capris.
Capris. Nothing wrong with the Capris.
Oh, no. Well, Tim has a Capri, and it was an Escort Capri thing, and I thought I was beating Tim, saying the Escort's better than the Capris, but I lost. I ended up buying one, a Capri. So
He saw the light.
he's made me see the light.
Okay, and the big Falcons, they're more suited to the speed events like we've just had there, but rather than the autocanas?
Oh, yeah. Autocanas, like trying to run around a clothesline, mate. It was hopeless. But the speed events we had up the back roads there, my God, we were going. We were going old cars, Jake.
I saw you down Collie yesterday,
Oh, that's it. Well, you blokes out there with your cameras and all that, you can't look like a punt. You got to give it to it and let those Holden blokes know that the Fords are still out there.
Okay, I'll let you keep flying the flag for Ford.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Okay, Martin, you're out in one of the English classics here. How are you finding it?
Pretty good going, actually. I think got to thank John a lot. He's been teaching me the straight and narrow, or keeping me on the straight and narrow.
Well, you're supposed to be going around the bends as well, though.
Yeah, we've done all right on those, I think, as well. Yeah, we've had it actually sort of within the limits of the factory, what it comes out of the factory. So I think it's supposed to do 107 top speed miles an hour, and we've had it up to 105.
Oh, well, that's pretty well on the mark, isn't it? Because it's sort of aged a bit.
Yeah, 40 years on, so it's the oldest member of the team, and it's keeping us good.
Yeah.
It's good, yeah.
And the Healy Sprite, they're basically designed as a sports car, and that's what you're using it for.
Oh,
isn't
big,
it?
Big one, big Healy.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
No, you're all right, don't worry. Yeah, well, it's a bit sort of truck engine, truck gearbox and sports body, and that's it, yeah.
And they take a fair hiding, because I see you've been giving it a bit of a hiding there.
Yeah, they'll take a fair hiding. I think basically because it's all sort of big stuff, the diff looks like it's come off a truck, and I think everything else does as well, so yeah.
Okay, I can see you're about to get counted out of here, so I'll let you go, and we'll see you down at Northbridge.
Thanks very much.
Thank
See you
you.
later.
Okay, got Ross Bennett here now with the Mighty Mini. You're a regular at the Classic Rally?
Yes.
How are you finding this one?
Oh, it's pretty good.
Having fun?
Oh, always having fun, yes.
Saw you out there in the Motorcanas giving it a hard time. Most enjoyable part for you being a Mini?
Yeah, I guess so.
In
yeah.
speed events you wouldn't quite sort of have the legs up over the hills and so forth?
Oh, no, but we still enjoy them.
Okay, have a good time. We'll see you down at Northbridge.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nimble around these tracks. Remember our cruising time so far is 49 seconds. They do have a problem with a can't shift gears on the move. Certainly on target for the 46ers. Time. It's going to be very quick indeed. Oh, classic! 45.58. Before, but see why this Jaguar's been banned in Midland. He's lucky
to run out of fuel.
Okay, Kevin, saw you sort of beating up pretty hard down there at the Autocanas earlier, and you seem to put it through the paces fairly well in the speed events as well.
Yeah, had a bit of fun, mate. Yeah, it's the early 1970, and it's a lot of fun, mate. Enjoying it.
Okay,
yeah.
We've had 9 classic rallies. How many have you been in?
About 6 now. Yeah.
Next year as well?
I believe so, yeah.
Without a doubt?
Yeah, no question at all, mate.
Okay, enjoy yourself, and thanks for the entertainment.
Appreciate it. See you tonight.
Hey Matt, you're out here in the Classic Rally. You having a bit of fun?
We're having a great time.
I saw you in the Motorcanas, Autocanas earlier. A bit big to get around?
Yeah, it's difficult, this one. A lot of understeer. You know, small courses don't suit the bigger cars. Weighs 1,700 kilo, road tyres, a bit hard, yeah.
Well, you got
good fun trying.
You got 5 litres there though, haven't you?
I've got 5.7 litres actually.
5.7.
Yeah.
And the little Mini we had ahead of us earlier, he's only got about 12 or 1,300 there, and he seemed to go around a real good time.
That's in and out at Motorcanas. I'll have him out on the big straights, that's all right.
Yeah, I saw you coming through the speed events there. You doing quite well?
We hit, well, on the speedo anyway, over 210 on that last flying finish, so not sure how much that'll be in real terms, but it was fast.
Enjoying yourself there?
Yeah, great.
That's
really,
what it's
good.
about, isn't it?
Yeah, fantastic.
Thanks for your time.
All right.
Okay, Michael, you got the Porsche out for the day, or the weekend, I should say, and the Classic Rally, this is the classics that it's all about, really, isn't it?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, we've got such a mixed bag of events. It's perfect for this sort of car, really. I mean, we've had some high-speed events just round the corner, which has been terrific. It doesn't run so well on the tight ones because I've got lap sash belts, so I fly around the cabin. But next year I might come back and have a decent racing harness. But the car's been performing like a dream, and we've all had a hoot, so thoroughly enjoyed it.
And the whole weekend's about having fun, really, though.
Oh, it is. You can't take it too seriously. You know, it's we always have a laugh at the end of the day, and especially at someone else's expense, if possible.
Okay, and the day's nearly over. I know now we've still got to go out to Chittering and then got the Autocana.
I think we got one more event, and then I think we go back to Northbridge.
Yep.
So I can see if I can improve on that last time, because we missed a witch's hat last time. So I'm going back to collect it.
And then tomorrow night at the presentation night and everything, everyone's time suddenly get faster in...
I think so, yeah, if you leave it to the boys. Official time is the only one to work on, so they tell me.
Okay, I see you just about ready to go out there. I'll let you go. Thanks for your time.
Good to talk to you.
Thank you.
Later.
This car still has the performance and handling of the traditional Porsches, but by
good. He's going to need to bring it home through the gate. Good power to weight ratio. Very efficient. They play swapsies with the driver and navigator. Both of them are very confident. When he's got his straighties through there. Together, he'd be aiming at high 24s, low 25s to keep a bit of hesitation, bring it down to this. Okay.
Even Andrew here, the WRX, this is pretty well what this is suited for, this car?
Oh yes, it is suited to it in a lot of respects. It's got good acceleration, it's quick off the line, there's a lot of events where you're starting from a standing start, or most of them are, so we get out of the blocks pretty fast.
And the four-wheel drive ideal for the Autocanas?
Yes and no. Really the more nimble cars with rear-wheel drive who can do the handbrake turns are probably a little better suited than we are, but we give them a good account of ourselves.
Oh no, there's a Mini out there that's looking after itself.
The Minis are very good, yeah, they are very good. Yeah, those guys, and there's a couple of MGs around that they just poetry in motion to watch them around the Autocanas. They're very good. Yeah, we're having a lot of fun.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Enjoying yourself.
Yeah, we are. So
okay.
we better focus on what we're doing now.
No worries. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.